Do you have any parting message for Duana or anything? Like they coached her before the season, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, obviously we're disappointed that things didn't work out. I love DB. I mean, DB is somebody that I have so much respect for. She's a Hall of Famer. And while I'm disappointed, I always, first and foremost, want her to be happy. And so I'm thankful for the time that we've had, and certainly, want her to be happy and wish her the best, and turning right now our focus to our team and what we can do to continue to get better.
To the extent you can get into specifics, what is the balance or the challenge of trying to make a player happy but also coaching the rest of your team?
Well, look, there's so many things that go into, and I'm talking about being happy personally. Like I want her to be happy personally. I mean, there's so many things that go into it. It's a different group. While system might still be very similar, it's a different group, and things are happening quickly, and being able to mesh. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I think we've seen that in sports for a long time. At the end of the day, my priority for DB personally is that she's happy. Right, and so there is a lot that goes into trying to make things work on the floor, certainly, and it didn't work the way necessarily that we wanted it to. And sometimes when that happens, a lot of other things come into play. So, I'm disappointed, but I love her, and I will always want the best for her.
With Caitlin, when did you guys find out about this groin injury, and how much of an absence do you expect from her beyond today?
Yeah, late last night. I think it's very much a day-to-day thing, how she responds to treatment. I stay in my lane and let our strength and conditioning and our physical, our AT staff do what they do best. But yeah, I found out late last night, and then we'll treat it day to day.
Back to back a factor at all with that?
I mean, I don't know if it's a factor from a physical standpoint, from an athletic training standpoint. Certainly in my mind, it is. But at the same time, she's shown that she's tough and she's a quick healer. So we'll see.
Was it something she reported yesterday, like pain in the left groin?
It had to have been at some point during the day because they took her out yesterday, for the MRI. So I'm not exactly sure. I didn't hear about it until we heard from our training staff last night.
And with the MRI, did it show a strain or anything, or?
I don't. You'll have to ask our training staff. Yeah, I stay in my lane.
Second half Tuesday night, pretty impressive performance though from your girls both ends of the floor. What did you like most about what you saw that game in Seattle?
I like the fact that we were able to maintain consistency on both ends of the floor, that we withstood a run. We knew they were going to make it. I mean, Seattle's a great team. They have a lot of weapons. We withstood their run. We handled the ball. I felt like our execution on both ends of the floor was really good, and we've got to continue to do that in stacked days.
AB's game, one of her best of the season. What have you kind of seen out of these first 6 weeks now that have gotten her to this?
Yeah, I think one thing with AB is she's such a high IQ player. She's a player who can facilitate from the post position. She can score from the post position. One of the things that I've been challenging her to do is not look so much at deferring and facilitating and looking at scoring as a priority. She will find the next pass. She will find the next play naturally. We need her to do that. She's been incredibly efficient all season long. We just have to find different ways to get her touches that allow her to be successful.
What are you excited about having Aari back?
Yeah, really excited about having Aari back. I mean, certainly, her pedigree, her ability to have the ball in her hands and make plays, not just for herself, but for her teammates, and this tone that she sets on the defensive end of the floor. Certainly, when we get C back, it gives us the ability to play C off the ball a little bit, take some pressure off of her. I mean, she's getting hounded 94 feet, 40 minutes a game, every game. And so just to be able to relieve some of that pressure with different kinds of looks. Aari gives us a different look than Sid, and I think that having both of them is a benefit to us.
Amber talked about signing a 12th player
Yeah.
as well. Just what are you hoping to get out of a potential 12th player?
Yeah, I mean, when that time comes, I hope that we can get somebody who can impact our team. Somebody who can impact our team in whatever way it is that we need at that moment. Somebody who can fit into what we do on both ends of the floor. I'm not sure who's going to be available around that time, but yeah, the opportunity and to have depth. I mean, to have quality depth and to be able to, once you get into, a situation where you're end of season or hunting playoffs into playoffs, you want to be able to give teams different looks. So someone who can be a little bit different than what we have.
Obviously, Sid asked us after she had games where she didn't like her shooting percentage. But did Caitlin mention any pain to you during any of the games on the road trip?
No, she didn't.
Take me through your emotions of being back after having to go away, required for 10 days from this team, at least?
Surreal. Kind of, it feels weird. I feel like I was just here, but nah, it feels amazing to be back. I feel like I've been part of the team since the beginning, but it's a blessing to be back, and everybody, embraced me, and just I'm excited to play tonight.
They've all gushed about your fit here. Do you feel like you fit here better or the same as other places you've been before in your career? What makes you feel like you've been able to plant yourself in so quickly?
I definitely think I'm a perfect fit here. Just the style of play, the pace, wanting to get paint touches and just, play through the bigs and stuff like that, and just the guard play. I think that I fit here, and I'm easy to plug in and just play with anybody.
I guess Amber said that she expressed to you when they had to release you that they wanted to bring you back. Just what did that feel like knowing they wanted to bring you back, and did you have any other interest from other teams kind of in this 10-day period?
Yeah, Amber and I had, multiple talks just possibly about me coming back, and I was interested, but I did want to go through the process. There were a couple other teams interested, and I was just upfront with Amber. I'm like, hey, of course, I would love to be here, but I'm going to explore just to see what the other teams are talking about. But, in the back of my mind, I just knew this is the place to be.
Did you take anything away from that first stint that was like, okay, I really would like to do this again or still be here now that it's back, it's clicking for you?
I was just like, okay, I gave the fans, the team, just, a little taste of what I can do. So I'm like, just imagine if I'm here and just really knowing the plays and just the offense. I'm like, then I'm able to give more of myself and just to my teammates and just to perform better overall.
You came in the first time, you had to dive back in, catch up on everything really quick. How much easier is it or different is it this time, already having a base of knowledge of what's going on?
Oh, it's so much easier, but I still love to be prepared. I'm a person, preparation is everything to me. So just, going back, watching plays and just watching their games, when I was home, just like, oh, I recognize that set. So just refreshing my memory.
When you pop back in today, what was your teammates' reaction to have you back after that gap away?
They're just like, welcome back, A, we missed you. So, that felt good, and just a lot of big hugs.
I got one for you. Already played against Atlanta. Now you got the chance of playing against LA right away. So what's your mentality for tonight specifically?
My mentality tonight is be on demon time. I'm ready. Still got love for the organization, the players. I'm still close to some, and so just, it's another game, but still I want to go out there, be aggressive, and just have fun and get the dub.